Kpaceguy here. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk about why I chose these speakers. If you didn't see Monday's video, I did the big reveal, the big unboxing of the Canton Vento speakers. I bought the A96.2 DCs, that is the tower speakers. I have the A66.2 DC, that's the center channel, and then a pair of the A26.2s. Those are the small bookshelves that I'm using in my rears. And then at the top of the wall, you guys can't see, but I'll show a picture of them up there. They are the AR800 Dolby Atmos speakers above my head. So I want to talk about how I came to the conclusion that I wanted these speakers. I don't want to sit here and talk too long because that gets kind of boring, but I do want to talk about my process on how I landed these speakers. Now, if you were following my journey, when I sold my Polk Audio LSIM speakers, it was a very hard decision for me because those speakers were my dream speakers growing up, and the 3 or 4 years that I had them were absolutely the best 3 or 4 years of my young audiophile-esque life. Absolutely love those speakers. They were very tall, they had crazy amounts of bass, they had a beautiful finish, a beautiful curvature, the look, and they were highly underrated. So getting rid of those was very difficult, but I sold them to all my subscribers, all 7 speakers that I had, and replaced them with these Canton Ventos that you guys see now. And the reason why I landed towards Canton, I've always been familiar with them. They're not very popular at all in the United States, but they are highly regarded in Europe because they are a German-made speaker. If you do any reviewing on these speakers, as far as forums goes or reviews, comments, YouTube videos, you won't find much. And what you do find will probably be in a different language, German. So I had to really do some digging, especially with the whole pandemic going on right now. You can't really go out and listen to anything, or at least at the time, I couldn't. So I really had to go off of my gut instinct, what to look for and all that stuff, to really know if these were going to be a good buy for me. So I landed here with the Canton Ventos. Now, just some brief information about Canton for everybody who is not aware of the name. Canton has been around for a while, actually, back in 1973. And Canton's more known for the music side of things, although, of course, they have home theater packages you can put together. So they're very versatile speakers. They have many different lines. They have, of course, the Vento line that I have here. They have the reference line, which is above the ones that I got. And then they have a lot of underneath me. They have the Chronos, the AES series. They have some smart speaker, wireless speakers. They have subwoofers. They have everything. So this is right at the top, not completely at the top. There's a level higher than this, the reference level, but this one is right below them. It fit my budget more, and man, just a small little bit of listening that I've done with these speakers, because I haven't broken them in, of course. I got them on Monday. But the small listening that I've done so far, these speakers are phenomenal. I'm not going to say too much because I want to give a proper review later on. But these speakers, my God, I don't know how the United States has not really heard of these guys. Again, I've heard of them because I've done a lot of different reviews. I'm a YouTuber, so I do this kind of thing for a living. But most consumers out there have never really paid attention to Canton, and I'm hopefully I can put them on the map in the US because these speakers are no joke. So why did I pick these speakers even though not a lot of people know about them? There's KEF, there's ELAC, there's Paradigm, Golden Ear. There's so many different options out there that most people have heard, Clips of course. But I'm a person who doesn't like to be like everybody else, and that even ties into my home theater. I don't want a Clip speaker, I don't want to go get a KEF, I don't want the Fino technology. Because everybody has that stuff, and I at one point wanted a KEF speaker, and I decided, you know what, let's do something different. Let's bring something new to the table. So I got Canton. Canton, again, is known for music. They're known for just incredible musicality, versatility. They're known for gobs of accurate and powerful bass, which is something that I was looking for in my tower speaker. I want my tower speaker to be able to perform without a subwoofer. So when I do want to listen to a music track, when I do want to put on some vinyl, the speaker can handle its own. A really true floor-setting speaker can perform without a subwoofer. Now, I'm not saying they're going to give you subwoofer levels of bass, but they can reach down there with the best of them. These speakers are rated down to 20 hertz. 20 hertz. And of course I was skeptical. I was like, there's no way. Maybe it's just, you know, in a certain environment, a certain size room. I ran a small frequency test, which I'll show you guys in a second, and it hit that low. Impressive speaker nonetheless. So the Vento line is Italian for the word wind. So it has a reference underneath it. And it also has to deal with the way that they designed the speaker. So as you guys can see, it's a beautiful speaker with the grill on or with the grill off. The speaker is absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna go through specs because that was in Monday's video, so check back if you haven't seen that video. But this speaker was built with some absolute thought in mind. It wasn't just loosely put together, it wasn't an afterthought. They put their time into the Vento line. The titanium speakers you're seeing here are absolutely beautiful against the black and against the white. There's a down-firing port, so I don't have to worry too much about putting them against the wall. They can perform a little bit better than, say, a speaker that has a port against the wall. It's just an elegant look. It tapers off. It tapers off when it gets to the back. Has more of a curvature to it, so it gives it this really elegant look to it, a really classy look. And it's just one of the most beautiful speakers that I've ever set my eyes on personally, which also is why I lean towards the Cantons too, because I know they're gonna sound great, but it's just more in their bag of tricks when you find a speaker that sounds great and looks great. Because again, this is a part of your furniture in your home. You want your furniture to look good. So that's something that was important to me. Of course, not more important than the sound, but if I can get a speaker that sounds good and looks good, then we're just winning all day, huh? Now, like I said, these guys really put their hard work into the speaker here. They're lacquered, sanded, and sealed in an 8-stage process. So inside and out, this speaker is solid. Each driver is sealed off from each other, so they have their own cabinets. Again, the port is at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about audible port chuffing. I'm sure it'll have it at certain frequencies, at certain volumes, but it's at a minimum. The drivers have just the beautiful aluminum rings around them to highlight them, to give them a bigger, nicer finish. Then you have your ceramic tweeter, which again is something that I've heard is just so sweet to listen to. So sweet. That's such a good word for a tweeter, is sweet. And that's what I was looking for. Compared to the LSI and Polk Audio series, those had, the tweeter didn't shine the way that I wanted to. The high end didn't resonate the way that I like it to. Just listening to these, just for the few minutes that I have so far, these things just have, that tweeter, I cannot wait for the actual review. These tweeters are no joke. Canton is not playing around, guys. If you have not heard of Canton, if you have not considered Canton in your home, you need to do so. I've listened to these for maybe 20-30 minutes so far, and my mouth has literally been on the floor for the entire time that I've listened. I've said wow so many times just watching the YouTube videos. So these things right here are just absolutely beautiful, and that's a lot of the reason why I lean towards the Cantons. I was putting them up against Kef. Kef is well known. They have that UniQ driver, because that's supposed to sound really good too. But it's just something about the Cantons and their specs. I know a spec sheet isn't everything, but it's a good idea of what the speaker can and can't do. It's at the minimum a 4 ohm speaker, so that means that they're gonna draw a lot of power, which is fine because I'm powering them with a Monolith 7, a 200 watt amplifier. So they're gonna get the juice that they want. They have a max musical output of, I think, what, 350 watts. So they want the power and they're gonna give you it back in return. So I'm happy with that. I have the gear to drive them, so I'm gonna give them all that they can handle. Again, this is a very versatile speaker, which is also a reason why I wanted the Canton. It's versatile. They're well known for music, but these things do phenomenal in home theater. Their bass reproduction is par none. Par none. These small little drivers are killing a lot of subwoofers out there. They really are. So this speaker, I'm just absolutely pleased so far with what I've heard from this, and I haven't really done any testing. I've watched 0 movies. I haven't really put on any music. I put a few small tracks on as I was walking around the house, but I haven't sat down and gathered any thoughts just yet, which is why I'm not making a review. I just want to talk to you guys as to how I came to my conclusion. So these speakers, man, and I haven't even talked about the bookshelves yet. I haven't talked about this in your channel, but just these speakers as a whole are absolutely phenomenal. They're beautiful. They sound absolutely pleasant. So I'm gonna have a review coming up maybe in a few weeks, because if you know me and you know my channel, I don't review a speaker until I've sat down, broken them in, and really put them to their paces and then I say what I think. So guys, I know a lot of people in the comment section on Monday's video is asking me, hey, how do they sound? How do they perform? You have to wait for that, guys. I have to sit down with them and really find out, but we will do that soon. So guys, put Canton on the map. Put Canton on your list, because they're better than pretty much every clip that you've heard. They're better than most Polk audio speakers that you've heard. They're better than a lot of definitive technologies. They can perform without a subwoofer. They can perform with a subwoofer. You may not believe me yet, but in the coming weeks, I'll have some reviews, and I should be able to convince you even through a YouTube video. So don't believe me, that's fine, but I will do my best to persuade you guys and show you guys exactly what these things can do to the best of my ability. So if you're enjoying the content, please leave me a like. Likes really help my channel grow. It tells YouTube that I'm doing good and that other people should watch my videos. So please like the video, leave me a comment down below, and let me know what you guys want to see me do with these speakers. What movies do you want me to try on these speakers? What soundtracks, what music do you want me to play on these speakers? Let me know that down below, and I'll put all that together in a video and show you guys very soon. And if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Kpaceguy out. Peace.